How's it going, everybody? Sethphir here, and welcome back to another Tower of Fantasy video. Today is going to be day 13 in our Ultimate Guide series, and we are going to tell you everything you need to know, including all the important news stuff that's coming up, so there's a lot to get into here. Let's go ahead and start off with our speedrun daily checklist as always. The first thing you want to do is make sure you get in here and complete your daily bounties. Once you have done that, you're going to finish your main story until you get to the quest called Into the Tower, which the next chapter is unlocking in 115 hours for me, so we got a few days. It's gonna be a little while before we get something new here, and this is gonna be where saving that experience is gonna start to pay off, and I'll tell you a little bit more about that later. Next, we have to make sure that we have done our runes. There is one more additional rune to do, and that's gonna be B03 on normal, so you can go ahead and check that one out and pick yourself up some nice goodies there. And then finally, make sure you do your Mia's Kitchen as well as your vitality. There is nothing new in terms of vitality, so just keep in mind that we are leveling up the weapons now, so you might want to make sure you have a comfortable supply of weapon materials, but other than that, spend it how you wish. The new level cap is now level 46. As you can see, our experience threshold is going up quite a bit. Now it's starting to kick in, what we've been talking about. Instead of 400k, it's 800k experience. So this is going to complicate things, as well as the story being locked for 115 hours, so that's quite a long time. We are likely to see dead zones of XP, so now you're going to need to cash in on those supply pods when you need to level up. And this is going to really start to matter, probably starting around Wednesday when we hit the 48 cap, and then you're going to see large gaps and no quests and a lot of chest grinding that you're going to have to do. That XP threshold is going to go up and up and up, and you're just going to have to do some bounties. You're going to get a small threshold from bounties, but it's not going to be like a huge chunk. So keep that in mind, that now the leveling is going to start to kick in. Now the reason that you've been saving those supply pods is going to start to kick in. Now the reason that you've been saving those side quests, or maybe even the main story quests, that'll start to kick in a little bit. So this is going to be a lot of great stuff. Then we'll speed run into our extra daily checklist here. Make sure you have done your training for the day. Make sure you get both of those. I have combat and gliding, both not too bad. We'll take those. Make sure you have also picked up your daily gifts from the Black Market, Hopkins, as well as Cetus Island Claw Machine. Once you have done that, go ahead and check out Hykros for your machine part farm as normal. Do your little loop, and then make sure you maintain your vehicles. And the vehicles should be getting quite high level now, probably like 47, pretty much 48, and a lot of other investments in that, so make sure you're getting on top of those machine parts as well. In addition to that, go ahead and check out the shop. We will have a new daily box, as well as the hot deal for Vitality Solution, if you so choose to buy it. Keep in mind, 50 is recommended for free-to-play, and a little bit above. Dolphins and whales probably 100, and then if you want to buy the two 200s as a Giga Whale or a Leviathan, you do you. Other than that, we do have the support points. The cap is still the 1,500 per day, so make sure you are farming those up, because you will need quite a lot of them as you go into the future, especially if you want that gold, which will be important as a free-to-play player, and the Black Nucleus supply chips. So that's 1,500 a day. Best way to do that is probably Frontier carries and or Dimensional Trial spam on rank 1, so that's going to be your ideal route there. And then, of course, make sure you're farming your elemental nodes in the world, like the Lightning, Fire, Ice. Go ahead and kill those and get your crystals. Now that we've covered all of that, let's go ahead and dive into the important stuff. So as we talked about, XP caps going forward, right now we're at 800k. It's going to increase. It's going to keep going up. You're going to see 1 million eventually. You're going to see 2 million. You're going to see 3 million. And it's going to get a little complex to level. You're going to have to do some things other than, hey, I logged in and did my bounties, right? It's going to be a little bit different. So just keep that in mind going forward. There's going to be gaps in between, like a day where there's no level cap increase, and then all of a sudden there's 2 levels to gain, but they both take like a 2 million experience, and you're going to be doing things for quite a while. So this is where you're going to get those boxes out in the world, those supply pods, everything that cashes in on XP, those quests and different things like that. That's all going to start to add up here. So that's definitely going to help you going forward. Another thing I wanted to point out is that we do have a higher tier of weapons, so we will be able to get level 90 weapons, so go ahead and level that up, as well as matrices at level 45, so make sure you have pushed all of your stuff up. You're probably going to be running low on gold and a couple other resources, so we'll definitely be talking about that coming up here into the future. In addition to that, make sure that you are saving your Frontier Clash. Your Frontier Clash needs to be saved this week. It's very important. If you get them starting tomorrow, you will be collecting them. This is just a forewarning. Starting at level 50, which should be on Friday, you will be able to get legendary gear, most likely from the Frontier Clash. We're not 100% sure on it, but we're kind of sure. So go ahead and stock it up. Just make sure you don't run 3 out of 3, but if you can get like a 2 out of 3 before then, that would be pretty ideal, so that you can cash in on that legendary equipment, which is going to be very nice. Then we're going to talk about the Commissary. The Commissary has reset for the week, so make sure you have bought your advancement modules and your booster modules, as that is going to be very important. And finally, we also have the new weekly activity missions. There's going to be tons for you to claim in terms of gold and a lot of supply chips and password chips and all that stuff, plus the new levels of Battle Pass points and merits for the weekly activity. So tons of things for you to earn here. There's so many. It's actually really nice. In addition to that, we will also have the crew missions, which will be refreshed. There will be tons of new crew missions, so make sure you pick up all 4. Hopefully you got some good ones at this point, but ideally I think you can complete everything, because we have access to pretty much a majority of these little base mission aspects of the game right now. Make sure you cash in on your reward for the week for your crew, so go ahead and claim it in this page at the end, and that should be everything for crews. Once you have done the crew stuff, go ahead and keep your eyes out for Claire's Dream Machine, as it will be reset since it is Monday. You can get up to 7 Claire Dream Machines every week, and man, my Claire Dream Machines were fantastic this week. I got 3 Gold Nucleus Claire's Dream Machines, 3 Matrix, and 1 Relic, so I am swimming in the rolls. It is fantastic. I definitely lucked out this time, so comment down below. Let me know what you got. How many did you get? Which ones did you get? I'm curious how it all varies for everybody. In addition to that, I did want to update with the Wormhole. So once you have cleared the Wormhole for your 24 total levels, you enter the Endless Wormhole mode. When you clear the Endless Wormhole for the first time every 5-day reset, you will get an additional 20 purple dust per level that you clear. So times 8, that's going to be 160 purple dust. So make sure to pick that up before the reset in about 2 to 3 days-ish as of the time of this video. So keep that in mind. That's something you're going to want to make sure you're on top of. So once we've covered that, we also have the Void Rift, which should be reset today. So that is something that you can do. It will offer matrices and gold matrices. So it's going to reset on Monday and then again on Wednesday and Friday. So you're going to have some access to that. And then we're going to start making sure that we grind our Apex League. Just a quick warning, Apex League will reset on September 1st. So the rewards are going to be calculated, and you're going to get rewards like Dark Crystals, Cosmetics. You'll get a mount if you reach Grand Marshal, and a couple of other things like that. So since I'm now on a fresh week, I'm going to start my PvP grind this week. I'm already like the 2nd highest rank or whatever, 3rd or whatever. I'm going to finish my grind. I'm going to get to Grand Marshal, call it a day, clock in at Grand Marshal, and reap the rewards for that. So just a little reminder there, you might want to get on top of that. Once you have done all of those things, it is going to be the week normals going forward. So make sure you are farming your mounts, trying to get all those mount pieces so you can get the free dark crystals and the color cosmetic reskins that come with the mounts. That's going to be very important. And then, of course, farming your machine parts is going to be crucial, because as you get more mounts, you're just going to need more and more and more machine parts. And it's actually wild the amount of machine parts you will need here. So once you've done that, make sure you focus on your long-term goals, like achievements and a lot of the other good stuff that will be coming up. So there's going to be a lot of good roles that you can get in your achievement section. So if you go here and focus on this, you're going to be getting access to new stamina mushrooms since we are level 45. So make sure you have enough to fill that and keep pushing towards the high levels here, because every time you do, you're going to get a lot of matrices and you're going to get a lot of gold nucleus rolls. So that will definitely be really good for you. And then one final reminder I did want to say, since you will reach the middle zone in the Tower of Fantasy area here, make sure you talk to your boy Brian, this little robot here, and he will reveal the map for you, so that when you look at the map, it will look exactly like this. He is located right here, so if you need to, go ahead and speak to him so that you can unveil this map once you've done your starting your story mission, once it takes you here, if you end up in that point. And then that should make sure that you can actually see what is going on, right? Instead of just being completely blind. Alright, that's going to be it for this video. If it has helped you in any way, shape, or form, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell, and we will catch you in the next video.